Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Today I want to do a video on how to beat Spider Hard Mode 1. With some tweaks you can proceed further in the game. I shall show you the team. If you only want to see who I'm using and how long it takes me to beat this Spider on Hard, feel free to jump off after I've shown you the run. But I will be doing a full breakdown of gear and masteries after I beat the Spider. So this one is the easiest I have come across. I've made this team myself. I've not followed any guides, and it is really good if you're doing tournaments where it is beats the Spider in as few turns as possible. Most people recommend normal stage 20, but when the Spider tournament comes on, it is really useful for people who are trying to do the missions to get the 5 mythicals from Spider dungeon. So this is my team. 2 of the champions, the Anomaly and Mithrala, are champions everybody can get in the game. You've just got to collect the fragments. There are 2 ways I do this. I can either use 2 seers or 1 seer and the Akemptum. So I'll do this run, then I will do the 2 seers run, then I will do the breakdown of all the champions I use. So we'll just jump straight into it, and I'm going to leave it on automatic, and it should be around less than 15 turns to beat Spider. Four turns, his health's half gone. I would just like to say you do have to be patient with this game. It does take a long time to get champions like I have. I was lucky with this selection. I got Seer as my second epic ever, and I'm 2 years into the account now. When Calvalax came out, he basically dropped for me near enough straight away, and I wasn't even trying to get him, he just happened to drop. I was just like, ooh, who's this champion? Never had him before. So now I will do the second run with the 2 seers. That turn was 10 turns, I believe it was. The second seer is not fully done up. I've only just got her. She's on level 50. But if you do get seer, try and get her to level 60 as fast as you can. She's so good, and she does not take a lot of books. And being an epic, she's absolutely fantastic, and the single hardest hitting champion, epic champion in this game when it comes to nuking waves. Not so good in PvP. I would not recommend her for that. I have just had to rebuild my mythical as well, because I did follow a guide where I maxed out his health as much as I could and focused on health, but he just wasn't doing the damage, so I've had to rebuild him, and I'll show you the guide in a moment. It actually worked out same. In fact, this run was my best run yet. 35 seconds, 10 turns. So it's 10 turns but different time, which is fine. So now I will jump into the builds. Feel free to jump off if you're not interested and you want to follow a different guide. So we will start off with the Anomaly. I used the base form and I used the base form because as it's my first mythical, I did make a mistake with this. I thought if you book him, the book's going to both forms. They do not, so I accidentally booked out the base form first. You can do either way. Apparently the second form is a lot more hard hitting, so feel free to book out his second form once you get him. I don't have a blessing for him at the moment. These are the masteries I use for him. Like I said, I don't have a blessing. I use the Gaze of Damnation for him. I believe he's supposed to use a different one, but this one works really, really good. So what I was trying to do is get him to 100 crit rate, good accuracy, half decent crit damage, some attack, then try and put quite as much as I can in health. His speed is slow, but it's fine because I want him to be the last person to hit, because I want all them spiders down before he puts the fear into them so they can't attack. You can just use all perception if you like. I just went with what I had to get as much damage out of him, as I have a ton of champions and gear is scarce, and I actually have more than this, they're just in my vault. So the next champion is Mithrala. We'll go through the masteries first. This is what I have for her. I'm not going to stay too long on masteries, so pause it. Then for blessing I have a brimstone. I have the molten death bell as the relic, and these are the gear pieces I choose for. So with the gear, I want her accuracy up, her resistance as much as possible, speed, defense, and HP. You don't need crit damage or crit rate, just the ones I've named. Resistance, you want more resistance than, like, focus resistance more than defense and HP, but you don't want to leave her without too much HP or defense, so I just stuck a resistance banner on her and resistance chestplate. Then it was a defense chest, and I selected gear pieces where just having one equipped will give me extra resistance, and then I tried getting as much resistance as I could in the substats. So yeah, that's Mithrala. Next is, we'll do a Kempton first, just in case you haven't a Kempton. Now mine is not fully done, I need to spend some more time doing the masteries. This is what I have so far, but I am following a Hell Hades build. Before all my masteries are full, when I'm on Hell Hades website, I just follow PvE dungeon or standard PvE. Sorry, word salad. Then when I've got all the masteries, I change them for where I want the guy to be in the game. I believe his masteries are under PvE Nuka. I use Cruelty as a blessing. I have the Talon as a relic, and with his equipment I have 100 crit rate, then crit damage, 1 accuracy, 1 some speed, and attack. And if you can get some HP and defense and resistance in there as well, you want that good survivability. You don't have to use the same artifacts I am using, artifacts gear. Sorry, I play too many different games. But if you can, try and get an impulse, because you got a 12% chance to cool down a skill for one turn, by one turn, sorry. With the Seer, the You try to set them up both the same if you have two of them, and what you want to go for. I've just rebuilt her, by the way. So if we go into this, I was actually using Merciless. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of Merciless, and the damage just wasn't there. So 3 pieces, or 4 pieces, sorry, you've got like a 30% chance to cooldown a random skill. I don't particularly like the chance part in gear. I prefer like if I just max out crit damage and crit rate, I know how much damage is going to land, and it's going to land every single time. So this is what I prefer. I've got gauntlets at 80% crit damage. With the extra sets, I've got triple rolls into crit rate, some crit damage, just to get it up to 100%. And it does really work well. I've had to sacrifice like 1 piece of pinpoint jewelry to get the 5% crit rate up on the jewelry. Then when I stick the second piece on for the helmet, it will be 15% crit damage, which is fantastic. And I think that's it. You do want to build. Oh, I forgot my Calvalax, my bad. This was kind of inspired to me because I watched Cobb do a speed run, and he did. I think he did it in about 10 seconds as well. But he was using legendary champions that are so hard to get in the game, like the legendary knut dwarf. I'll just come off this a second. And he is currently available to try and get, but for the life of me I cannot get him. I've already wasted over 60 shards of various varieties trying to get this guy. It's not happening, and this is not the first time I've put so many shards in. Like, I've got 5 here, and I'll use 5 now just to try and get him, and chances are I won't even get an epic because I have put so much into this and it's just not happening. It feels like they've decreased the drop rate of legendaries or epics or whatnot, and you're just putting more and more into the game and you're not getting it. And I'm not talking about money, I'm just time and effort. Save all your shards and nothing. I mean, you're not guaranteed to get nut, but you can get other legendaries as well, and just nothing's dropping. So that's probably around 70 shards now I've used trying to get him. Not even 1 epic. So yeah, my Calvalax build, my bad, got slightly sidetracked there. So with Calvalax you've kind of got to do things differently. So I'll show you the, did I show you my Seers Masteries? If I didn't, here they are. Seers, Crushing Rend, Talon again, and I've gone through the equipment, just double checking I've done that. So with the Calvalax, these are his masteries. Crushing Rend again for the blessing, Talon again for the extra crit rate, and for the gear you can really use anything you want. I've gone for the crit damage again in Slayer Gauntlets. You need 100% crit rate, a lot of accuracy, like as much accuracy as you can, crit damage, speed, attack, but also some health as well if you can, because you don't want him to be super squishy, because you want the bombs to drop, unless you have a really good support team. But the run that I do, they don't even get a chance to really hit me. They just get nuked, and we'll just jump into stage 2, see if there's any difference whatsoever. we'll check the time from stage 1 to stage 2 in the turn count. Time doesn't really matter, it's the turn count that does. Four turns, more than half health gone. It's good in my books. So 9 turns. Actually, it took less turns on stage 2 than it did stage 1. And we got a new best time, new best turn. Like I said, I've just rebuilt all my champions. And this is phenomenal. If you look at the damage on the Seers, the Calvalax, Mithraler, the anomaly is really there just to put the fear into the spiderlings so they are not attacking you. But I really like this team, and I believe it's going to take me far. Should we try stage 3? We'll probably do it in 4 seconds. Seems like less time the higher up you go, so we shall see. Just see how far we can go. The most crucial person, the champion for this, is Seer. Everyone else you can kind of change out with different people, but Seer is a must. I have Mithraler on the team as well because she cleanses, she puts poisons on, and a hex, which is really good. So it's 10 turns already, it's not too bad. 11. Ideally, anything under 25, I believe it is good. So it's 16. Oh wow. Oh well, my newbie Seer's gone. Don't kill my good one. Go on, Calvalax, have him. That's 25. 26. No! It's fine though. We do not have a Resurrector, but the spider died of his own accord with 32 turns in stage 3. It's still fine, it'll still level you up in hard mode. Might take a little longer, you might have to swap a champion out to get like a Resurrector or something like that. You might have better champions than me to do this, you might have more mythicals. You might even have a knut, in which case you could follow Cobb's guide. And that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think below, in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. And until next time, peace out.